Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am so excited. I'm going to be trying out 2016 Instagram baddie makeup. See, I already got my choker on. I have my little side part. I'm wearing like a halter top. It was either this or a tube top. I really just want to dip into that 2016 baddie era magic. Aesthetic. There we go. Aesthetic. I want to live in that era. I was sadly in middle school during that time, a little too young to participate and really know what's going on. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be turning ourselves into a baddie. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of what I am aiming to look like. What I noticed a lot about the 2016 makeup, a bold dark brow. We love eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, throw a glitter, throw a wing on top, and a bold blush. No blush. You know, I see some pictures where it's a little bit more muted. It's not as bright as we wear it today, but I'm gonna do no blush. I'm just gonna bronze up this face and have a blinding highlight. And then I noticed with the lips, they're always matte, no glossy lip. I really hope I like this makeup. We're gonna go ahead and get into this tutorial. So I'm gonna start off with the Milk Grip Primer. I love this stuff. I mean, I'm almost running out. And I'm just gonna lather that on top of my skin. I already moisturized too. I am not playing today. I want this makeup to last and I want it to look good. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna make sure it's a full beat. No, clean girl. We're not going for that. I want a full beat. I'm going to try my very best. I don't usually do a full beat, so sometimes I'm not the best at it and I'll look a little cakey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Brow Glue. I'm just trying to create some type of shape with my eyebrows, so that way when I'm going in with the Anastasia, not the dip brow, sadly. I wish I did have that, but I have the powder. I'm just trying to make this a little bit easier for myself with creating a shape to outline. While I let the brow glue set and dry for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my eyelids. I'm also not following a tutorial whatsoever. I'm not looking along at a photo. I have reference photos remembered in my mind, but I'm not gonna look at anything. I'm just completely freeballing it. We're having fun today. This is gonna be my version of a 2016 baddie, but I want it to look exactly like King Kylie in a way. Here she is. I think this might make it a little easier for doing that full brow. That is what I'm mostly scared of, is the brow, because I'm not used to doing my eyebrows whatsoever. See, maybe I should watch a tutorial because brows have not always been my strongest suit. Oh my god, dude, these eyebrows. I'm not gonna hate on them too much because just wait for me to carve them out, and with the rest of the makeup, it's gonna look good, I swear. But I am gonna go in with this Benefit brow pencil and I'm just gonna fill in any of those empty little gaps. Oh my god, that brow. Now I'm gonna take my NARS concealer again and I'm just going to add a small little bit underneath that brow so we can start carving that out. I think it will make me feel better about the eyebrows. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to lock in for a second. I fear I cannot really talk to you guys or the camera. I'm trying to make sure I sculpt these brows out beautifully. And I'm gonna take this Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and we're gonna start with the eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna take Suede and Sandalwood and I'm just gonna add that to the cut crease part of my eye. During some parts of this video, I might be mute. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk if we're being realistic, because I am gonna have to lock the freak in. I think I might have messed up not putting a powder on top of the concealer though. Great. I'm also gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury palette. This is the luxury palette Pillow Talk. This is what it looks like on the back. But I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna add that to the crease as well. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is the shade Cocoa in the Rose Gold palette. Dip it in, tap it on my hand, and then I'm gonna go into the cut crease. So that way it just doesn't go on too dark. Just the smallest little dot. When I say the smallest little dot, I mean the smallest little dot. I went in with this Chic Glam palette and I went in with this white shade over my eyelid, and then I took this brown shade right here And what I'm doing is literally just how my eye naturally falls. That crease right there, I'm going back and forth and creating this darker line just to add some dimension because I feel like it looks very bleh. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I need it to look fierce. I need it to look good for once in my life. What I'm thinking is this gold shade right here. Like, is that not gorgeous? This is #blessed. I also want to take some of this pink diamond and add a little bit of that on top because that's so pretty. I fear the glitter just looks too similar to the eyeshadow, so it's not popping out as much as I would like for it, which kind of hurts my feelings. I need it to really like shine through and be blinding. I'm gonna take some of this moon dust and let's see if that will make a difference. Maybe that's what I needed. And then I do want to go in with this eyeshadow palette that I got off of TikTok shop, and I want to use a little bit of this. These like sparkles, I feel like would look insane. Might not even really be able to see them with all the eyeshadow going on, but we're gonna try. Oh, you can definitely see the specks of glitter. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Okay, yep. This is coming together. And the scary part now, I have to do eyeliner. I'm just gonna go in with this House Labs. This is just normal black eyeliner. And I'm gonna try to do a little wing. Now that we have some eyeliner, I'm gonna grab this brown eyeliner, stick eyeliner, and I'm just going to tight line my waterline. I'm gonna add a light layer of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter just for that shine because I love how this makes your skin look so nice and glowy. Although I do know that 2016 wasn't about the glowy makeup, it was more matte than anything. I just love using the Flawless Filter because it makes my skin look so clear and nice. With some foundation and some powder on top of it, I know it'll look good. And then on the back of my hand, I'm just gonna take some of this foundation, just like 1 or 2 pumps of that, and I'm gonna tap it out with my brush. I'm just doing this because, again, I'm not really used to doing a full face. So sometimes with my foundation and cream products, the makeup will just start looking a little cakey, and I want it to look really good. Now we're gonna take our Dibs Duo Stick. I'm just gonna go in with the contour side, and I'm gonna add, I'm trying to think. With powder and concealer afterwards, I'm gonna add a little bit extra. Also, I feel like in 2016, they were doing extra. They loved the bronzy look. And now we can start blending out this contour. Again, I need to look fierce and baddie, y'all. I'm gonna go in with this Tier concealer. I love this stuff. It's such a good concealer. Also, it's double-sided. You have the stick part, if it wants to focus. And then you have the liquid part, which is so freaking nice. And I'm gonna go in with this. This is in shade 3.5. I'm gonna add a little bit here and go a little bit underneath the eye, underneath my nose, a little bit up here in my T-zone, and then we're gonna do jawline and a little bit on that chin. While I let that sit and dry on my face for a second, we're gonna go ahead and do our lips. So I'm gonna go in with this Dibs No Pressure Lip Liner. This is in the shade Girl Talk. Love this. I love this shade specifically because it's perfect for overlining my lips. And then I'm thinking about taking this MAC lipstick, since this is more in a nudie shade, and this is in the shade Maximal Matte. Oh, perfect! Maximal Matte. That, girl, that's literally what we're going for. Let's see if I even like it though. That might have been perfect. Okay. Girl, you cannot say I'm not giving a freaking baddie right now. Like, shut up. Maybe because the lips literally took me 1 second, I'll go ahead and apply a small thin coat of mascara on my eyelashes. Then I'm gonna take my Bang mascara from Benefit, and we're just gonna do a thin little layer. It honestly doesn't matter what my eyelashes look like because I am just gonna be popping on a lash. Now I'm gonna start blending out this concealer. And then whatever residue is left on this brush from blending out underneath my eye, I'm just gonna go down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the tip of my nose. Okay, I might just need to do this every single day. Are we joking? Now we can go in with powder. I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Forever powder. This is Not the translucent, this is the corrective rose. That's the shade, okay? Now we're on to some of the final steps. I'm just gonna go in with my Hoola bronzer, grab a makeup brush, and we're just gonna bronze our forehead and jawline and cheekbones up a little bit more. I'm not missing blush at all. Like, I don't need blush, it's fine. I feel so fine without it. And now I'm gonna go back in with this eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna go in with this brown shade Suede, and I'm just gonna put a little bit underneath my eyes. And then I'm just gonna take this liquid highlighter, pump some on the back of my hand, actually my other hand, since my left one has a bunch of foundation and concealer on it. And I'm just gonna tap that out with my hand. Ugh. And then I'm just gonna start highlighting. I'm gonna take this NYX Jumbo stick and I'm just gonna apply a little bit on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose to really make sure those two areas are poppin'. I'm also gonna apply just a little bit in my inner corners. And you know what, while we're at it, just a little bit on the cheekbone. That never hurt anyone. So these are the eyelashes that I'm gonna be using. I went ahead and cut off the ends just a little bit so they'll actually fit my eye, and I put some lash glue on there. I also, not that you can even tell, oh, ooh, dang. It's getting dark outside. That's how you know winter's coming. Oh my God. You guys can't even tell because they're basically non-existent, but my bottom lashes, I put some mascara on them. Yeah. So let's go ahead and pop on these lashes, shall we? Before it's pitch black in this room. All right, and now that the makeup's done, let's spray some setting spray to make sure it lasts all night, shall we? This is from Revolution, the Super Fix Super Hold Mystic Spray. Well guys, this is the finished look and I can't stop staring at myself, genuinely. This seems very 2016's core to me. It could be more, I know, especially if I had like a specific outfit. But with the look, the choker, the side part, I'm feeling 2016. I don't know about you. I really enjoyed filming this. I enjoyed doing something different outside of my comfort zone. And personally, this is one of my favorite makeup looks ever. I think this might become my go-to when I'm going out, going to a party, to the club, something like that. This needs to be it. If you ever want to feel like a baddie, just throw in some eyeshadow. And I swear to God, your world just might be complete. All right, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I do feel so stunning. I genuinely wish I was a 21-year-old back in 2016, but I guess I'm just gonna have to make do with reliving those days now. Talking about it as if it was like 30 years ago. What? It's almost 10 years ago though, which is really crazy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed me trying out something new, doing a makeup tutorial, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!